Alright, so I put my video up of my stills, and what I'm doing now is I just want to show you where I get some of the information. Urban Farm Magazine. I'm an urbanite. I want to grow my own feedstocks. This magazine comes in very useful. Denatured or industrial alcohol. This book has a lot of information in it. Me personally, if I read this more than about an hour or two at a time, it kind of gives me a headache because it's just information in every word. Sugars and their simple derivatives. If you want to make alcohol, you need sugar. This book tells you how to get it. Microbial processes, using microbes to break down feedstocks. And the Bible of alcohol production. Alcohol can be a gas. I've already got several place markers in this. This book is loaded with information, and it's all presented in pretty much layman's terms would be the best way to put it. So even a guy like myself can understand it. The next stack here is how am I going to power the stills? I don't want to use propane or any other fossil fuel. If I'm going to make an alternative fuel, I certainly don't want to use a fossil fuel to do it. So we have the Handbook of Homemade Power. It's a bunch of reprints of articles from Mother Earth News. The particular sections that I was interested in is in the biogas and wind and certain solar things. I used components of parts of some of the solar water heating designs to make solar water heaters that heat the water in my house. Biogas, this is the volume 3. There's another volume that goes with these. It's actually 2 in 1. And that's for the basics of biogas. This tells you about larger scale biogas. I've built biogas digesters before. The one that I built last year worked extremely well. In fact, it worked so well that the container it was built out of exploded from pressure. If I want to fire it, I want to fire it either with some type of biofuel, biogas, or possibly firewood. This book here explains different crops that can be used for firewood. This is a straightforward like science manual. It gives you, it's from the National Academy of Sciences, much like the microbial processes book, and it gives you common names, it gives you scientific names, it gives you where these trees grow, their burning characteristics, tons of stuff. And then the chemistry and manufacture of hydrogen. This book's pretty cool. I haven't been able to do any of the experiments in the book yet, other than the water gas experiment, which I did a long time ago from a webinar that I purchased from Knowledge Publications, and that was actually very interesting also. So if I can manufacture hydrogen from some kind of renewable source, maybe I can fire the stills that way. It also has big sections on syngas. And then for fun, Sunshine to Dollars. This book shows you all kinds of stuff. How to make solar ovens, solar water heaters, how to get free materials to do that. Basically, I took part of a design from this manual and part of a design from this manual and combined the two to make the solar water heater that powers my house. And then also, solar air heating systems. This book also, I know I said this about the other books too, also very cool. The thing that's great about this book is, aside from all these drawings, it gives you, let me find one, I probably should have marked one out before I started talking. It gives you material lists for the examples that are put together in the book. Of course, you might have to synthesize or reverse engineer that to fit your house. It also shows you how to use the surplus air that you've collected to heat hot water, and heat storage, costing, just a wealth of information. And I've got materials gathered to build the solar air heater because it's the last day of August, so by October I'm going to have one up, because after that it's going to get very cold here in St. Louis. Thank you.